P3TNV, Bert Calhoun here. Just want to give you guys some Louisville, right? Readiness tips. I know some of you guys are already in Louisville and en route, and some leaving tomorrow. This is Wednesday, but let me just make it 5 minutes strong and give you guys some classic reminders that we do as an organization. So here's tip number one. Have a focus, a purpose of why you're going to Louisville. Is it to, when those are on stage, to learn how to go executive, get the ring, to become a better leader? Because the mind focuses on specificity. So you have to make sure that you eliminate all the distractions by being absolutely clear as to why you are sacrificing going to Louisville. Number two, packing the gum. Even if you're already en route, get the gum. The breath mints, you'll be in people's faces. The phone charger, if you haven't left yet, the proper attire, business casual, some workout clothes, to make sure that you don't neglect your health, because you may not get as much sleep as you typically do. The vitamins, even if you again are en route, get you some emergency or something of an equivalent, and just check the weather. To make sure that you're proper with that as well. So packing properly. Number three, plan to network while you're at the convention in Louisville. Most of the individuals will be a part of Team New Vision, but some individuals won't be. So have the long distance mindset. When I went to my first big event in Vegas, I did that, and I began to network in places where I wanted to have a business. And guess what? I actually was able to start building in those areas, but had contacts that I had made so that I could get some support, understand the terrain of those marketplaces. So that's tip number three. Tip number four, pens, pads, journals. Make sure you go there to take copious notes. You review your notes at night, get in a quiet place to make sure you review your notes, circle what's relevant, and some things will be more relevant down the road. But then have the gumption and the courage to implement that which you take notes on. But doing it daily is going to be a very critical exercise. So again, get the pens, pads, and journals to make sure that you have the note packing materials. Number five, take some snacks. I'm not sure if you can bring them in to the palace, but take the snacks so that you can minimize even thinking about being hungry, so that you can maximize being at the convention. Number six, stay seated. Why be in the hallway networking with a manager and you have a goal while you came to Louisville to be an executive, and you have ring earners not only teaching you how to become an executive, but how to become an executive director factory. And by the way, congrats on William and Justine Muhammad for being our newest executive directors out of Florida, even though they claim Vegas as well. So again, becoming an executive, and you're out in the hallway networking with a manager, and they can not but teach you how to stay manager, okay? So stay seated, number six. Number seven, get there early. Get a strong breakfast in, again, so you won't have your mind on being hungry, and make sure you get the proper agenda. I know doors open up at 10 a.m., but get there way before. Stay seated with your team to build the culture that we've done as an organization over the years. Number eight, prospect while you're in Louisville. The Louisville marketplace is red hot. Matter of fact, it's blue. It's on fire with that blue heat. The Kelly just went gold executive. So what a great market to build into. So prospect the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, at the hotel or where you stand, but be professional. Don't have the establishment or the property be upset with us because we are unprofessional. So do it in a very non-threatening, professional way. But make sure that you follow with those who you prospect with as well when you get back home. Number nine, game plan with your leadership. Sometimes you may not be able to be with your leadership in terms of face-to-face, but once, twice, or three times a year. So make sure that you game plan with your leadership while you're in Louisville over the next 90 days. What's your plan of action to hit your next rank advancement? Let's say you're a senior director and you want to map out executive in the next 90 days. Number 10, set up the appointments for the following week back at home. You'll be at your highest level of belief. I did that, and it helped me to go gold executive director almost 3 years into the company, which led to the six-figure ring, because I set up an appointment with a critical gentleman who I knew from Howard. He'd been to a PBR, was a member, but He actually became an associate. 2 years later, he goes executive. I go gold executive. And then I think 2 or 3 months later, the 6-figure ring. So that's how important it is. Set up appointments when you're coming out of the convention, because again, you're at your highest level of belief. You don't take no for an answer. You set the appointment, you get it done, and then you make it happen. So I look forward to seeing each and every one of you, P3TV fam, in the Louisville marketplace for this incredible weekend. Safe travels. Take care, guys. Take charge. And as always, God bless. Had to find a nice, cool place in Hotlanta.